Hello, everyone. You're watching Data Analytics Professionals, and I'm Shahnaz Malik. And let's go into today's lecture topic. Well, as all of you know, that this lecture series is about SQL for data analysts and data scientists. And current topic for this lecture is CRED operation, and we are going to discuss read. Okay, this is lecture number 33 given by myself, and let's get into the meat of this lecture. So just remember, the second letter of CRUD R refers to select operation. Okay, the word read retrieves data and or record set from a listed tables. Okay, or tables. We have already seen by now and learned by now that SQL uses the select command to retrieve the data. Okay, and when it comes to executing queries, we can use SQL Server Management Studio, as I have been doing throughout this lecture. You can use SQL Server data tools, or SQL command, and based on our preference, whatever we like, there are many tools for it. Uh, so now let's take an example to read related data from a specified table. We have to refer to the index as shown here. Okay, and let me quickly add this to dictionary because I don't want this to be shown as red mark. Okay, and if you notice, simple syntax. Okay, and the SQL select statement allows us to query the database tables. It allows us to retrieve specified data, as I already said, and could be one or more rows from one or more tables. And I have been showing it until now. If you have watched my lectures, and all this makes sense, whatever I have written here. Now, points to remember here is that the SQL select statement mostly contains names of the columns from the table that we would like we would like to get data from. It can be one table, it can be more than one table. I have shown all that by now. And once we have column names, the table name is required in the from clause. So we want to fetch any columns unless we show the destination where from we are fetching those columns. So that goes into the from clause. And now in a select list, after every column of data, we are going to need a comma. And I have been showing those syntax rules by now. I have used all this, and I will show you again, and just go into previous lectures, have a look. And that is the way. If you miss that comma, it will show you an error. So please remember, you separate each comma with a comma, except no comma after the last column. Remember, last column, and you have finished in showing the column a list. Once you reach the last column, you don't need to put extra comma there. Okay, if you do it, it's going to show the error. Nothing more will happen. Now the SQL select statement uses a wildcard character asterisk. Okay, and it helps us to populate all the columns of the table that we are putting it in the from clause. Okay, it provides a way to not to have to list every column of table. So that's by using the asterisk. So remember that if you need to have a look what's inside the table, what are the column, what are the column names, what type of columns are there, what kind of data is there, you can use this. But remember, if it is a big database, just put some condition on it, so that you don't wait for, you don't give a lot of pressure to your server, unnecessarily pressure. But you can execute that query, it's not a problem nowadays. You have these cloud technologies, and everything is available, but there's no point to waste the resources. If you just want to see what type of what are the names of the columns, or what kind of data is inside it, you can always put some conditions so that you're not overburdening the server in any way. And then this and all and then that all this and all above, whatever I have just now spoken, or in this lecture, I have practically demonstrated everything until now in my previous lectures. It should be piece of cake for all of you now. But uh, we have a habit, we talk about the new concepts and terminologies, but then we go into our Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio and open it and do some exercise, and I'm going to do the same again. And let's go into that one. Okay, so here I am again. What I have done here, it's very simple. I'm not going to make it complicated. I just need to demonstrate it, although we have already done it. So I'm just doing selecting everything asterisk. Okay, the one I was just now talking about. If you have noticed, here I was talking about this asterisk. Okay, so what will happen? So that's what I'm using, and that's what I'm using here. Okay, so it means I'm requesting all columns, and then I'm providing from the table. So person dot address, and you know that this is one of my table in the database, and I'm using this database, adventure works 2017. Okay, so from this database I'm fetching this table, and I'm putting a condition where city is equal to London. You don't need to put this where condition. You can if I execute this query, this is also going to execute, and fetching some 19,000 some 614 records. But if I fetch it showing the condition, then I'm only fetching 434 records or rows. So, and this gives me kind of a look what's inside. So I have these columns. Okay, I can have a quick look. I see what type of data it is. I see where the null value. So address to line is mostly null, and rest it looks populated. Okay, uh, okay, looks fine to me. And so this basically that's it. It's nothing more I have to say regarding read, and I think this should be enough, and more we will talk as we put more queries. If I forget, I should add something more to it, I will surely do that. But until then, if you like this video, please subscribe, connect to my account if you haven't done until now, and please hit the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as I upload new videos. And I hope to see all of you in my next video. Until then, thank you all for watching. Data analytics professional. With that it's time to say goodbye. Stay safe and take care.